It's just a connection with the universe. It's a connection with love. You cannot choose what happens in life, but you can always choose how you're gonna live through that experience.
What is a miracle? Is it the wind? A grain of sand? Or a droplet of water in a crashing wave? Miracles are everywhere, even if you can barely see them.
I don't look back with what happened with our daughter Mia and ask why. That's life. It's the ups and downs, the good, the bad, the light, the darkness.
For four-time PGA Tour winner Camilo Villegas and his wife Maria, each new day is a miracle. A miracle to honor their precious Mia.
To me, she was like the best child ever. She was super happy, joyful little girl. And there was a way where she would look at you and you would see the depth of her eyes. And I would say she has an old soul, this little girl.
As a parent, talking about your kids, they're the best, you know what I mean? They're the best because of how they make you feel. That's what Mia brought to us. It was that joy, it was that smiles, and she had a little attitude, which was great, in a good way.
She had such an understanding of everything. And then she was super active, you know, she's Camilo's daughter, of course, so she would be like a monkey climbing everything.
The gym was our little bonding place. She looked at me just moving around. After a few days, she starts moving around with me, and then I go and grab some weights, and all of a sudden I go and see her grab this little 2-pound dumbbells. One day I'm kind of squatting, and then I look to my left, and then there she is squatting, and I'm like, what's going on here? It was actually one of the things that made me realize something was going wrong. Something was a little bit off. She was crying a little bit more than normal. We thought she was teething. She's not being the little monkey that she usually is.
She was just crying, and she would hold her head, and I had a feeling, And we called a friend that's a pediatrician in Colombia, and we told him, and he said, hey, why don't you have her checked by a neurologist? We went to Miami, and they did an MRI, and that's when we found out that she had brain cancer.
In March, scans found tumors on 1.5-year-old Mia's brain and spine, and were followed by months of surgeries and other procedures at Nicholas Children's Hospital in Miami.
I knew it was really serious after the main surgery. 14 days later, we go to remove the stitches. They do a fast scan, and they see the amount of growth that came back. I knew she was in a tough battle. And then when the chemo wasn't working, then when we really realized, okay, this is gonna go the other way. I cried for about 3-4 days. I mean, every time I looked at her, I cried.
I said to Cami, you know, we're gonna feel our feelings and everything, but that's gonna be outside of that door. Our room is gonna be a happy, hopeful place. Welcome to Mia's room. Smile and be happy. I wanted her to feel at home. I wanted her room to be a happy place. And rainbows, to me, are just so happy, and they're full of hope and, you know, joy, colorful. So her whole room was decorated in rainbows.
Now sí. Wey, eso, con cone. Ay, qué rico.
With Mia in the 3rd month of her treatment, Camilo decided it was time to go back to his other family. Golf serving as a distraction, if only for a few hours.
It's inspiring to see my little one fighting. Ooh, I knew it was gonna happen. But we got no option but to be strong and to support her and to send her good energy.
His peers all over the golfing world showing their support as well.
Watching the tournament on TV I had mixed feelings, to be honest. I could feel the support, but everything was too fresh. At the end, it's stuff like that brings light, and you gotta live those moments.
Just 3 weeks later, Mia's fight was over. But sometimes, miracles come in the worst of times.
We can go back to the day we walked in the hospital. I think it was about our miracle, me and my wife Maria's miracle, for their daughter to be healthy, come back home, and just live a normal life. And we realized that the chemotherapy is not working, and how our little one had kind of declined. Everything changed.
Every day I would just try to do my best for my little girl. You don't really know what the best thing is. For Mia, the best thing for her at the end was that she didn't have to go through more suffering, and that was her miracle.
Nobody wants to be sick. Nobody wants to go through those nights at the hospitals. But at the same time, we're thankful those hospitals and those doctors are there. We honor our little one's name, and what a better way of doing it than helping others.
And thus, out of her death, Mia's miracles was born. Starting with a simple walk along the beach on what would have been her second birthday.
We hope you guys have a great time with your family on your walk. Love you. Thank you. Bye.
A chance for a family to begin to heal by helping others.
When Mia was born, the morning walks became like an active meditation for me. So we would go either on the ocean or around our neighborhood, and it was just like a great time to start the day. And then that's a great way to remember her and to celebrate her life.
The main goal is to make the process smoother, because it can be a pretty tough, challenging situation, emotionally, physically.
The symbol for Mia's miracles is a simple rainbow, 7 distinct colors formed by a perfect combination of sun and rain, a pathway between heaven and earth.
My personal miracle was just her choosing me to be her mom. She gave me purpose, she gave me a mission, she gave me so many amazing lessons. So Mia will forever live within me, but through the foundation, she would live in the hearts of like many, many people. So it's a legacy to her life. It's honoring her name.
Helping others through love. The reason why she came for a short period of time, and will turn into a miracle.